working fine and that's not changing, then it's perfectly fine. The way we treat it is pain medications, and as long as it's not bad enough to cause enough of the lungs to be affected, they're not oxygen independent. Usually the really bad ones, it's showing up already on x-rays, in all honesty. And if they're fine within 12 to 24 hours, they usually just do fine moving forward. But what we can't see is the spinal cord itself. So if something happened there, then that's something we can't tell on x-rays, but we don't see overt spinal fractures or luxations. So my concern is with what she's doing. So when I put her on her side, so earlier I flipped her feet and she's not flipping this foot, but she's very delayed in the back right foot, as I tested her deep pain sensation, basically. Not on the back leg, because she definitely can move that leg, it's just weaker in comparison to the left side. On the right front, her withdrawals are very weak and pretty much not there, but when I pinch on her toes on the outside and the inside, she feels it. So she has deep pain, so that's good. So I'm worried that what may have happened is it's her brachial plexus, so all the different nerves going through here, that some of those are affected, or all of them are affected and they're bruised. So at this point, really the only thing we can do is treat her supportively and see how she does over time. Usually it's a range of 2 to 6 weeks, or 2 to 4 weeks really, in a young dog like this, to see how they do. And then unfortunately, if she's not regaining that, or she's not able to use it, the scuffing of the foot, because they're not using the leg appropriately, that's gonna lead to sores, that can lead to other issues. So that's why we usually talk about like amputation if it really comes to that. Hopefully this is something that is not completely severed nerves, since she does have deep pain, and that she can regain some or all of it and be able to use it again. You know, for me, I can go either way as far as sending her home tonight versus just watching her overnight. I would like to get one more blood pressure on her. So she went from 180 to 90. Most of it was just like she got the pain meds and felt better. Yeah. That's why we gave her the fluid bolus. If her blood pressure is holding steady, honestly, when we had her out clipping her, she was like way more interested in things, like more a small dog of her type should be. Yeah. I don't expect her to be 100% after what she went through. And actually, while she's in here, let me go grab a towel. I'm gonna put it on the floor and see if she's changing at all with
We've got
if
this,
you want this, like,
we've got this.
That's fine. We can use that.
thick. Will you hold this for a second?
You just lift her up. I will put this down and then I'll grab her from you.
So,
You're not giving that one up.
do we
yet.
have an idea
no, I
of
will.
what happened?
You ready to take a picture?
Do you
I'm sorry.
have an idea? You can, if you're taking pictures for legal reasons, you can, like, do you need to see her neck and all?
We
We
did.
did.
Yeah,
Okay,
we
okay.
Yeah.
did.
So
And
we just-
then the record, whatever we do, the whole record will be sent to you, so if you need to utilize that elsewhere,
Yeah.
that's fine.
Okay.
Her hips looked okay too, like there was no orthopedic issue on the right side.
That's what I was gonna ask. Is it's interesting that you would think if there was a bite on the shoulder, you know, that it makes sense that this
So she can't
Might
stand
happen,
on that
but
foot,
I
on
don't
that
know.
Yeah,
right.
and she's still having the issues with the back, right? So I still think, and again, inside, so we would call this the thoracic intumescence, which means the cervical bones, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, then turn into the thoracic spine in between the shoulder blades. So inside the spinal cord there, or that area of the spinal cord, any of those nerves or that area of the spinal cord can be affected.
and can have an effect on the back leg.
Yeah,
Okay.
the problem is that I can't completely rule out, again, every time I feel you over here, it just makes me so nervous, but there was no, I really thought she had a hernia when I palpated her earlier, but there's nothing, it's just some swelling. Your abdomen makes me feel funny, but that's okay. I'm just a little doodle. Okay, don't want you to fall, I'm just trying to see what you can do. Like you can see that she can put some weight there, she's just very weak on that side. Everything's going to her left side. So regardless of what we do, she's going to need assistance over the next couple of weeks while she's getting better. I know, you hate everything. It's also not, I'm gonna sit you down, we'll see what you do. The other thing is sometimes with spinal shock and things like that, sometimes there are some better outcomes with keeping them on IV fluids overnight and just monitoring their neurologic status. But I would say this is something I would recheck with, you can recheck with your primary vet, or I would get a consult with a neurologist if you want. You can always just do a consult where you go in as outpatient and have them take a look and monitor over time. She, like there, she can do it, like she's got it. I mean, she's got some there, but the whole right side, you poor thing.
So, if you feel her collarbone, I felt like I noticed this in the car, but I wasn't sure, and I was kind of in shock too, and freaking out. But
Rightfully so.
it almost feels like they are not symmetrical anymore. Like,
It might be the way she's holding. On the x-rays, it seems okay.
okay.
The hard part too with them is she's so young that she still has like some open growth plates. You know, and even if part of her back end issue, let's say she had like a mild pelvic fracture, we would not treat that with surgery at this point. It would just be rest, a thank you,
Yeah.
rest and pain meds, and say, oh, don't you go all cute on me. Oh goodness, you're just a little fluffy egg. Yes.
So it sounds like what you're saying at this point, it's a wait and see, and
Yeah.
it could be 2 to 6 weeks.
That's the time frame we usually give. I would hope that it would be sooner that we would
Mhm.
start seeing changes.
some improvement.
Yeah. The hard part is we want to see the changes, at least having more, you know, I would
Being
say
able
more
to put-
strength in the back right,
Mhm.
because if she has to become three-legged, then she at least, you know, she
Mhm.
has that leg is strong enough to do
Mhm.
that.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what I worry about. You know, the other thing that we see is that sometimes they can have small luxations or changes in the spine that aren't overtly seen right away. So if she were to truly just lose any function on the right side, like that right back leg, or if it was worsening or she seemed painful, or we saw changes on the left side, that would be more like, hey, we need to see a neurologist right away. Because at that point they would likely, I imagine they would probably do a CT scan on her
Can
to look at
I
the bones.
have their information in case?
Yeah, if you want to see a neurologist, I would
Yeah.
say you have you have three options. Purdue is technically an option, but that's a little bit of a drive. The other two options you would have is VCA Advanced has 3 neurologists there. And then IndyVet just got a neurologist back there in Beech Grove. So they have that again. You know, at this point, I would say unless there were major changes in her neurologic exam from right now, I just don't think that they would immediately put her through for a CT or an MRI at this point.
Yeah,
So-
no, I
I think it's
mean
just
like
too
later,
early.
like if
Yeah.
if there's like a rapid decline
Yes.
in the next like few days, like
Yeah, I can
try
put
to
that
get her
information
as
in there.
quick as possible or something.
Yeah, and what I'll do is I'm gonna have them come in and get one more blood pressure. I just wanna see where that's at, because if she's still kind of like low normal blood pressure, so normal blood pressure we like to see around like 95 to 140, 150, and so she went from 180 because of the pain and then dropped down and then she was at 90. I just wanna make sure that that's holding because we don't want her to have like low normal blood pressures overnight without having fluid support. And again, I don't think it's wrong if we kept her overnight just to do fluids and monitor her, and we could start her other pain medications, and I can get you an updated estimate for that. I don't need much more. I just wanted to monitor her neurologic status, you know.
But that's what
overnight.
you recommend, is that you keep her overnight and put her
I think
on
that would be the
fluids?
best because I don't want
Okay.
her to change and it not that you won't notice it. It's just that because she's so small and with everything that's happened, I think it would just be easier for us to watch her. And honestly, if everything's
That makes
static or to
sense.
improve, like tomorrow morning, she can go home right away and we can start her on her anti-inflammatories tonight while she's on fluids, and that honestly will help too. I would really like to see how she does
Let's
on
do it.
anti-inflammatories. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll go update it. Obviously we didn't use anything additional as far as like the miscellaneous, but I'll go put that together. She's already got the catheter in that in, so we'll get everything else taken care of. Methadone's on board, but we'll start her on the oral pain meds and anti-inflammatory to help with that. We have someone here overnight. I don't want you to worry. Hopefully you can sleep tonight because it's been a rough day. And you didn't get bit, correct?
No, none of us
Okay.
got bit. It was just.
Did they say if the dog was up to date on?
It is not.
It's
Okay.
not up to
Has
me.
she, because she's at 4 months, has she gotten the initial rabies?
Yes.
Okay.
We
We don't do anything
the
about
list
it
that
now.
I got from the vet was just every shot that she's totally up to date on every
Okay.
shot that is like required,
Okay.
and then it has like the dates of when she needs them in the future.
What they might, usually what we recommend is within a week, she gets a booster.
Mhm.
Unfortunately, we don't carry that on the ER side of things. But yeah, I'll go get that together. And you also, the way we're set up here, this turns into a bed. If you want her to stay on fluids and be in the bed with you and you stay here, we can make that happen. If you want to go home and relax and come back later or visit, we can do that too. So think about that.
Are you guys
I'll
open
go-
24
Yeah.
hours?
Oh yeah, we're here 24/7. And like I said, we set everything up here as far as having it together. We've got like, we don't have like a shower or anything, which that's the one thing I find weird about this place.
Yeah.
We have this open concept, but we have just like little like toothbrush, toothpaste, all those bags in there, like so you just grab one and use what you need to use. But yeah,
That's really
so-
awesome.
I'll get that together for you. I really just I would feel better having her on fluids
Yeah.
and getting these started and just giving her every chance that we can
Yeah.
to feel
Yeah.
better.
I think that's a great idea.
Let's do it.
And as far as the discharges go, I will put in there like things like what you need to manage, you know, helping her get around, really just gonna be carrying her out to go to the bathroom and then bring her back in.
Yeah.
I can, if you're interested, I wouldn't start it for a couple of days, but I can put in things about like passive range of motion and just keeping her legs moving and all of
Mhm.
that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm sure she'll sit there and look at you weird.
Mhm.
But yeah, so let me get
She'll
that
just be
together.
happy for extra attention.
And then what I'll do, the way it sends it, I'm just going to send you the estimate just for overnight care. There's obviously that buffer that I put on the other one we didn't use, so we'll
Mhm.
figure it out. I don't really like the way they do it. I think there are easier ways. It's 2025, but you know, good and bad. So let me get that. I'll send that to you. Do you want to go home or do you want to stay or you can go home and come back? Completely up to you.
I think I'm gonna go home and
Yeah, go
And-
eat, take a break.
yeah.
And then you are more than welcome to call at any point for nursing updates
Mhm.
too. And then yeah, if we have major concerns, we'll call you. Otherwise, my goal is just to keep her on fluids, make sure everything else is okay. I'll get her onto oral antibiotics too. So that's she already got an IV dose, so that's good. And then we'll go from there. All right. Any other questions or concerns y'all have?
Mm-mm.
All right. Hopefully you can go home and relax a little bit.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem.
Thank you.